The fucking fish are fucking old, the fucking chips are fucking cold, the fucking beer is fucking flat, the fucking flats are fucking rats, the fucking clocks are fucking wrong, the fucking days are fucking long, it fucking gets you fucking down. Evidently chicken sound. Evidently.
John.
Yes.
Welcome to the London College of Communication.
Thank you very much,
Which is
Ben.
what you deal with, communication.
That is really the leitmotif of my occupation, yeah.
When you started writing poems in your bold and uncompromising style, there didn't exist an accepted platform for your work. You clearly persevered and became successful. What advice would you give to a young creative person starting out now, if any?
I wouldn't know. There are all sorts of avenues to success now, but because of their multifarious nature, I don't know whether it makes it harder or easier. The only thing I can say that I did is, as I said before, you know, as a poet, I took it into places where, I knew for a fact you wouldn't expect to find it.
And your career dates back to the 1970s, and you continue to host sell-out gigs today, witness this evening.
Better than ever, actually.
How have you continued to create current and exciting work that continues to attract audiences? And how would you advise students about to enter the wider world to keep their creative spark alive?
I've never been like that. I've never been topical. So I don't have the pressure to be topical.
And current.
I'm also not really overburdened by significance.
Don't be overburdened by significance.
Significance,
I think
no.
that's the problem, that people try to be significant all the time, and it
you
doesn't.
Can't do that.
No,
you can get too much too soon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Bob Dylan broke his neck.
Because?
Well, he was overburdened by significance. If somebody was to tell me he didn't really break his neck, I'd believe it, you know, because you know, it's like, you know, when you've got that much, when you're, as I say, you know, burdened with, you know, the concerns of your entire generation. You know, really, he's a singer and a songwriter, you know what I mean? He falls in love with chicks, he gets drunk. You know what I mean? But all that is forbidden. Once you're at the mercy of a heavily politicised audience, I think you're finished.
Wow.
Finished.
So it seems to me you just have to get on with it. You get on with it.
Yeah, they're the cruelest audience in the world. You know, you're politically committed. You know, people who find significant. You know, who want to know what a poem means. You know, because I don't think a poem really you know, a poem is an object. It's something that's been created. You know, it's like it's only made out of language, but in such a way that it's never in such an words in an order that they've never been heard before.
But it's not unlike a painting or a piece of sculpture or a piece of music.
It's like, it's a piece of creation that didn't exist in the world before you put it together like that. The fact that it's made out of the everyday materials of language,
a collage.
It's nothing to do with it, really, is it? It's a piece of work that doesn't. To ask what it means is
one of my favourite artists.
To miss the point.
Do you know Kurt Schwitters?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, the guy that put the moustache on the Mona Lisa.
No, that's Duchamp.
Duchamp. What did Kurt Schwitters do? He's one of them.
He did weird, like concrete poems, but he also built really extraordinary sculptural interiors. But he just kind of he was out there and he ploughed his own furrow. And I think that students have to. There's a lot of conformity and kind of adhering to the rules of the game, and I think they've got to kind of step outside of that and do what's true to them, you know, and just
you really do. I would go along with that. For instance, I mean, when I started writing poetry, you know, with an intention of making a living out of it, the worst thing you could do, the most unfashionable thing you could do, would be to rhyme anything.
Yes.
That was just so fucking reactionary.
Yeah.
you know, but so what? You know, everybody likes it, otherwise people wouldn't sing songs.
They would not, they wouldn't. Make it rhyme.
Yeah.
A B&B you wouldn't be without BBC. Did a DVD about BB King. Did a thingy about a Garden of Eden in every yard. A phone box clear of hookers' cards. They gats to promenade on Cheesy Wheezy, Easy Peasy, Beasley Boulevard. Cost a measly million easily, Beasley Boulevard.